What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today Crystal Beetle is live. The new Primordial boss. Haven't had one for quite a while, I have to say. Kind of missed those guys because, of course, they grant a ton of progress. So last time I think they were the main reason we went and bought those dust packs, because they gave us so many training manuals. And I'm kind of looking forward, maybe this guy does that as well. I already saw a few videos, I saw a few people try it, and apparently this guy does a few weird things. The main thing he is supposed to do is like he's supposed to favor magic damage, as far as I understood it. They say like provide shield and then they want a magic damage dealer. They have Alsa and Odie suggested in here. And the one thing that everybody told me was like, yeah, magic damage doesn't really work. We are going to try that though. We're going to try how magic damage favors against this guy. But first of all, I was told try true damage, doesn't do something with true damage. And I think this is really what we want to do. Seem to copy the lineup we had for the last Primordial boss. Because that is a Vala build, which I usually use against the bosses with below 50% HP. I kind of reckon we go in there maybe with a bit of a tankier build for the first one. Do we use Fresto? My Fresto is a bit low. Should be interesting though. Maybe we just start off with Thorin, because Thorin is easier for everybody to copy. And going in with Quick Blade, I reckon extra crit is nice, some extra damage is nice. And then survivability will be a thing, but we have Coco in there. I think it's already quite good. I have the levels on my Merrily. We teleport Merrily, get her some extra damage, and then I hope we can survive, because I've not tried against this boss yet. Thorin in general is quite a nice choice as a tank. I'm not even sure if we need one necessarily, because for example against the boss, the bear boss, we didn't really need one at all. I reckon we just watch a fight. I already read the skills. We're going to go over the skills later though, because that's no action, that's no fun. Let's just do a fight. Let's see what he does. Starts off flying. This mist here is supposed to buff your magic damage. It says it buffs magic damage and haste, and kind of doesn't really seem to do that. And yeah, there are those spikes. And they can stop Smokey. Which, I mean, it's the usual thing. The interruption, we know that already. That this is possible, and that he can, that every time Smokey is stunned or in other ways CC'd, that he stops his casting for a fair bit. And he seems to be interrupted quite a lot. They wonder if it's going to be worth it to use him. We get his effect back, of course. It's not like it's lost forever. So there is some damage here. Starting off 14 million. I didn't even look at the amount of damage that the other players had in there. I reckon usually it's around 20-23 for the good fights. But I mean, the thing is, we're starting off right now. This guy will be there for quite some time, and we are still, due to getting more power, even going to get mythic charms. Now I got my first mythic charms, but not really on heroes that are useful for anything. You will see in another video. So yeah, that's the thing. But 17, yeah, not sure if that's too great. We are a bit lower on resonance level though than other players, I guess. Not than any single player, but some players are still a bit higher. We didn't really struggle with survivability. Rank 34, it's district rank. That's an interesting amount of damage though. Is it a magic damage dealer? It's a physical damage dealer. I guess. She didn't really do a whole lot. So yeah, fairly interesting. Maybe we should have read the skills. Maybe that would have been smart. Okay, let's read. Adds the scales on rings, increasing dodge by 100%. By 100. That's quite annoying. That is the projector, and he's invincible in the air. If enemies lose their speed from the damage, and they will also be knocked into the air and stunned. Okay, we saw that. And then for the last one, spreads an enchanted mist across the battlefield, fueling the magic obsession of those within. Increases haste of allies and enemies within the mist by 60, and their magic damage by 100%. Allies and enemies also recover 50 energy per second while in the mist. Well, that's, I mean, that's good for Thorin. That's quite annoying. Quite annoying for Merrily, actually. So it's not really that great. Maybe we try Corrin instead. Could be a bit better. Not sure about Smokey, to be honest. Because that is also another thing. Let's try Corrin on this one, because that was also what was recommended to me by many people. Let's switch the level on this guy quickly. But the damage of Thorn has me kind of surprised. It's kind of very, very good. A lot better than I thought it would be. So let's try this now. It's interesting how we didn't really struggle with survivability, at least on the first attack that we did there. I mean, we went fairly... well, we've held back a little bit in terms of using damage dealers. We really only used one. We had like Coco in there, we had Smokey in there. The perma-stun is very, very annoying, actually. I'm not sure if we shouldn't position our heroes a bit differently. The extra projectile there. I mean, this projectile should probably be quite devastating when your heroes are like packed so tightly together. But really it isn't. At least not at the resonance level that I'm at currently. That is a lot better, by the way, in terms of damage. What Corrin does here. Barely really didn't do a whole lot. Now we're already over 20 million. Now our entire team died. Which is interesting. Didn't die before. Now it's dead. But I guess if we do more damage, makes sense. Because like those guys tend to deal more damage to us than we deal damage to them. 26. Didn't look at the damage numbers. My bad. Makes sense because it's now district. So this is now your entire district that is in it. Usually it was only your server, but for this one they put the entire district in here. Mega Fungi is at 22 mil. So that is probably guys comparison. Paradise is there. Who else do we have? Barry. Really, Barry? Damn! Boy's doing some damage! Insane. And we are already here, so not too many people from my server actually in here. Quite interesting. Endgame on place 1, of course. He's strong. But then there's only Mega Fungi. Paradise? Antiomus here? Okay. Interesting. So, this was the first team. I was a bit surprised by how much more damage that actually was instantly at the start. Okay, and the last thing I was recommended to try was Evocation Spell, which I'm not sure I've ever used. Provides basically a buff to your heroes. It varies between shields, attack, life drain and haste. Not sure if we need that necessarily, but let's try. I'm very surprised by how good Thorn really is here. Smokey on the other hand, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, we kind of do need heal. We do need heal. But usually when you see Smokey being stunned like every 3 seconds, barely getting to use his skills, it's not a good sign. Really not a good sign. As long as the shield is up, that's a nice thing. Those spikes that usually stun your Smokey, they are blocked. As long as there's a shield, he won't get stunned. You can see that every so often. So now the next spikes won't stun him actually because he has that shield. But once you lose that shield, now he has lost it actually. And now we start to take a ton of damage. 20 mil, 21 mil there. Is that the new high score? Thorn actually kinda insane. I have to say, Thorn kinda insane with the damage there. So 21.7 mil. Not bad. Not bad at all. Closing in on Mega Fungi, now actually top 20 on this one. 205k by the way for that attack. 205k season manual. That's a ton, so we got like 600k out of that. And we get Crimson Essence for the... So let's check out the damage numbers. Let's see what happens here. Well, before we do that, well, Crimson Essence, well, you get like 10. It's not really a whole lot, I guess. I mean, it's the red one, so that's kind of good because, well, you need the red one to buy the Mythic Charms once you get there. But Mythic Charm, if I remember correctly, is like 320 Crimson Essence. So it's like 32 attacks. Probably all of the attacks that you will do. I mean, you can do 3 a day. And you have at least like 11 days to get enough Crimson Essence to buy a single Mythic Charm. It's not really a whole lot. I mean, this is alright, and the amount of training medals is certainly alright. That's very, very nice, actually. It's like double the AFK loot. Or it's like the, if you do the 3 attacks, get like 600k. It's the same as the AFK loot that you probably get within a day. Quite insane. Okay, damage numbers. Corrin insane. Corrin insane. Merrily, not that much. Then we have Smokey. I mean, Smokey's still good damage. It's like 4 million damage. Could be more though, but we have decent heal, we have damage, and even though he was stunned quite a lot, I guess it's pretty good. I guess the Corrin shield in that sense is nice as well. Because we get the shield from Corrin, we get the shield from Coco, which you really want the shield from Coco. I think it's, is it Supreme Plus or Mythic Plus where you get it? Increase haste. Yeah, I think it's the Mythic Plus ability. That gives you the shield, so you really want a Mythic Plus for that, for this boss definitely. And Thorin is so much damage. I saw a lot of people using Fresto. It's like so much damage that this guy deals. It's actually quite insane. But I wonder if it's a bug. Because like the boss says, if you click on it and check out the skills, it sets it plus magic damage. It doesn't really do that at all, it seems. So, fairly interesting. Regarding the Crimson Essence, let's quickly hop over to the seller for those. Maybe before we do that, let's check out the loot. We didn't really do that at all. Top 20 right now. Top 20 was the requirement last time to get decent loot. So we have within 8 days to defeat Duras Token 2. Very interesting. We get Duras tokens in here. We have 10 invite letters. Not bad at all. I hope we can this guy fairly early on. This doesn't seem to reduce, so it's the same every time. Title is Beetle Slayer. I like that. That's cool. And then we have top 1 to 20 for Eternal Conscription and top 21 to 50 also Eternal Conscription. Very, very good. So that's nice. Beetle Slayer. Love the title. Very, very cool. And we get the Kaleidoscopic Roars frame. Nice. Okay. Love the loot. Love that it's top 50 as well. Should be doable, I reckon. For me, so should work out. Let's check out the Mythic Charms now. Yeah, you can buy them at the Charm Merchant here. And let's see. Yeah. It's 320 of the red essence per Mythic Charm. 480 if you go for the specific ones there. So kind of... I'm not sure, like, doesn't really feel a whole lot. I mean, it's nice that we get it, that we get the red essence now, but 10, probably just getting 1 mythic charm out of it feels not really enough. And given also that it's random, you have like 10 per hero, like thousands of them, I think could have been like 5 times the Crimson Essence. I'll be honest, 5 times the Crimson Essence would not have been too much for such an event boss. That we only have a single time for limited duration, I think would have been kind of nice. So that you can at least get like every 3 days or something, or every 2 days, that you can get 1 mythic charm out of it. I think that would have been good. But the other loot, the training manuals, that is certainly nice. I mean, like, that's so much. If we check this out now, 590k there with the optimizing we did. Pretty good. So, tell me in the comments down below if you have found a better team already. We still have to experiment a lot. This was just my initial take on it. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.